Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Rory, and today I'm going to be interviewing the amazing Kemi, and I'm going to start off by letting Kemi introduce herself.
Hi guys, my name is Kemi. I go by Style by Kemi on my social channels. You should follow me. So I am pretty much a personal stylist, and I just love what I do. And maybe my main focus is to help women to find their true authentic style. And I'm also a mom, so my goal essentially is to help women just build their wardrobe, build their sense of style, and build their confidence. So if you are not following me, be sure to follow me at Style by Kemi.
We are at the amazing Lisak Ethiopian Cafe, and I really think you guys should check this place out. It's in Maryland, and we are drinking some delicious tea, and so we recommend you guys check this place out. So Kemi, you are a personal stylist and a personal shopper. Tell me, what sparked your interest in this field?
So I think I've always been the type of person to be interested in fashion. I think growing up, I would always see my mom dress nice. So naturally, it just flowed into me. I just always loved to look great. How I really got into fashion and just like personal styling is really like after I had my son, I had this moment where I just didn't feel beautiful anymore, and I didn't feel pretty. I wasn't dressing how I really felt, and I just fell into a funk. So after I got into that deep depression after motherhood, and I started feeling myself again, looking good, I was like, you know what? I can help other women.
So tell us, how do you manage your time being a mom, a shopper, a stylist, and working a 9-to-5 job?
Yeah, that's a mouthful. I get that question a lot, and honestly, like, I'm still working on it, guys. I'm not perfect. But what I've learned is to, one, write everything down because that matters. And two, I've also learned to kind of like cut out the noise in my life. Like anything that's not really helping me grow as a business, anything that's taking time away from, you know, what I need to do to focus on, you know, trying to grow as a stylist, or, you know, even spending time with my son. Like, I kind of just cut it out, and it's been helpful to also have a schedule. And every week I make sure, well, every month I make sure, you know, at least I have a weekend to myself. I think self-care is also important because if you're not energized, you're not going to want to do what you love to do, right? And I think that's a big part of it. So I make time for that as well.
Awesome. So could you share a little bit more information about your business? How do you work as a personal shopper and a stylist, and what does that look like?
Sure. So typically because I am a stylist and I do love creating content to kind of showcase what I do as a personal stylist, I think it's helped to have people come towards me as a stylist because I'm very much so approachable online. And I think that's one of my strong points that people really love about me, is that I'm not just a stylist that says I'm a stylist. I'm also relatable as a mom, as a sister, as a 9-to-5. Like, I'm relatable in so many categories, and I think that's what attracts me to all my different clients. Pretty much, I am a stylist for every type of women. So I honestly believe in the power of marketing. So I make sure I'm marketing to the people that are my potential clients. And lately, actually the past year and a half, I noticed like people who are working in full-time and, you know, have an established job are mainly my clients that come to me on a regular basis, and they stay with me throughout. So as far as my business, I have different services that tailor towards your needs. Whether you're someone that's already into fashion but have a lot of stuff in their closet and don't really know how to wear it, I can help you. Whether you're just literally trying to find out how to dress for your style, for your new job, or for your new life, as a mom, as a businesswoman, I'm there for you. And I offer, I think, 4 different services. So if you go on my site, they're all there, they're all listed in detail, and I'm just here to help.
That's awesome. So in the spirit of helping, what advice would you give to young men and women out there who also want to run a fashion business?
Yeah. Personally, I would say do your research. I know there's a lot of people in the industry, and you would assume that because they're in the industry and they're very known or they're doing it, that they'll give you a handout. You should never expect a handout, because if you do what you love, you will find time, and you will also make time to do it, and you will do the research, which is what I did. Granted, I did expect other people to help me, but at the end of the day, it was just the love that I had for what I did that overshadowed anything else. Don't focus on other people. Know who your clients are, and also just make sure you're different. Everyone out there is a fashion blogger or a stylist or claim they're a stylist, but you really need to make yourself different so that if somebody sees you from another stylist, it's like, I'd rather go to her because she's for me. So just make sure you're just being yourself and being authentic along the way. And don't forget to also be a blessing in the process, because that's a big part of it. I feel like because I am naturally just a friend to everybody, it's easy for people to come to me and ask me questions, and I think that's how I've kept a lot of relationships with my clients, and that's why they stay. So just always be yourself.
I love the point that you made about being yourself, because as you know, that's what my brand is all about. And that just leads perfectly into my last question. What makes you original?
Well.
It's a hard question to answer.
That's a hard question. I feel like that's like one of those conceited questions.
It is. I think you deserve to be a little conceited, so.
I think what makes me stand out is just that I'm just relatable. Like, I'm a stylist, but I'm not putting myself out there. Like, if you saw me on the street, yeah, you'll be like, oh, she dressed cute, but you probably wouldn't know that I'm a stylist, because I'm not trying to make myself look above anybody. I'm trying to make myself look relatable, because at the end of the day, I'm just a regular person. I'm a mom. I work a 9 to 5. I can relate to so many different people, and I think that's why I stand out so much, because I'm just very relatable. And I think my mom has taught me that. She's always been very jovial. She's always been a happy person. She's always been very relatable. She had amazing friends, and I think just that personality that she had kind of came to me, and I just always wanted to be, a friend to everybody, and I think that's really, really important.
That's awesome. Well, Kemi, thank you so much for sharing your knowledge, taking the time to come out here,
having me,
to this cafe, and having some tea with me. Make sure you guys follow the Instagram, check out the website and the services that she offers. I'm going to put everything in the link down below. And make sure you also like and share this video and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you guys in the next video. Stay original. Bye.